Name is Hove, H to the O-V.
Oh, that was perfect.
And your baby girl Blue, yeah, she know me.
J.
Yo, what up, B?
J.
I think Blue needs some new diapers.
J, you ready?
I had Benzes for you had braces.
I said, Jay, are you ready?
Okay, baby.
I'm over here trying to figure out how to sound like Solange. I don't know how she sounds.
She doesn't really
Yo,
have
let's get
it.
it. Let's get it. Back at it like we never left.
Oh, we recording.
What's good?
Oh, huzzah.
Recording.
Okay, cool.
What's goody?
Huzzah.
What's goody? It's your girl Taji Bands, aka Taj might take your man. Catch me if you can.
Oh, they running after you, boo. You know, it's your boy Big. It's your boy DJ with a big play. Always having something to say. It's your boy.
I like that.
And it is your favorite homegirl, Terrence Simone, aka T Money with the Honey, aka T Money with the Money, aka Terrence Simone, and I make the niggas moan. And I heard that y'all looking for me, Terrence Simone. Follow me. I heard y'all looking for me.
Well, they couldn't find you on social media.
I don't know. I just heard folks was choosing.
Ooh.
You know, I'm looking for somebody that's tall, chocolate, preferably. He can be like a peanut butter type of chocolate. He don't gotta be too dark chocolate. 6 feet and above. A job, a core, your own place.
You got good taste.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, the bar is up here.
As it should be.
I can't even reach it.
As it should be.
You say you can't even reach it.
I can't even.
I'm working to go towards my own expectations.
Period. Yeah. That's how it goes.
So, gang, what's going on? We back.
We back. We matching.
Right.
We got
the jerseys on.
We trying something new with the verified vibes this season. We trying to verify our vibe with coordination.
Yeah.
And today was DJ's day.
Yeah.
And he thought of the jerseys. It was such a good idea.
Very nice. I got the James, the LeBron James. I got the LeBron James on. You know, shout out to the Lakers.
I don't know who number one is. This wait, let me guess. Number one on Atlanta, is that Trayon?
Nah, I got the Treyway on today.
Oh, that's the Treyway. Who's
No,
number one?
nobody's
on
number one. Well, nobody of importance is number one right now. But it's okay. That's just a hard jersey.
Importance.
Yeah. I mean, because we can't
Call
make
them
his
irrelevant.
name. Actually, I do know his name. I think the last name is Knight, but that's only because I play 2K.
Okay.
Who's number 0? I always see number 0 for the Hawks.
I think his last name was Goodwin.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay, maybe that's not the person I was thinking of.
I doubt it. I doubt it. They don't sell his jersey.
Highly.
Well,
that says a lot about you if you ain't got your jersey for sale.
Does it?
You're not a top shotter.
Oh, that's sad. Well, if you guys aren't listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can always tune into us on the YouTubes. That red square with the play button in the middle. Yeah, you know what that is. Go on there and look us up on Verified Vibes so you can see our beautiful faces. And you can also subscribe there. Click that bell button so you can get the notifications.
Like it.
Like it. Share it. Leave your comments. Whatever you want to do with it. But yes.
That would help us a lot. Thank you.
We is back. And also, of course, follow us at The Verified Vibes on Instagram, IG. And speaking of social media, let's just go ahead and get into...
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yes, so these challenges.
Whoa. Child, it is 2 challenges per week for the last...
Per day.
4 or 5 months. It's been a challenge. What was the? I feel like the first challenge I saw.
Corvette.
Nah,
no,
that's recent.
I
that
think
was
the first one I saw was the cool off challenge with Missy, because I did that one.
Okay,
that was like sometime last year.
What was the one with the African like music? And everybody changed their clothes. Don't rush. Yeah, don't rush.
That was probably the first.
That was the first.
That's the one that really popped it off. But now it's too much.
Yeah, because folks was doing, I remember girls was doing like makeup challenges that they was like throwing the makeup brush and they was catching it and it was like,
Wasn't that kind of the Don't Rush challenge?
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I was, that's the one I remember.
Can we talk about this new one, the silhouette challenge?
Yeah.
For all y'all nasty asses
they not
on this internet, on Al Green's Beyonce's internet.
The what?
It's Al Green's internet, but I like to say on Beyonce's internet.
I'm weak. When did Beyonce get the internet?
Look, don't question the queen.
Beyonce. You look like Luther Vandross.
Beyonce, I'm so sorry. But yeah, the silhouette challenge, like, I'm not gonna shame you if you do it, but I just, it's real. I don't want to get up at 7 a.m. and see titties on my timeline.
I feel that.
Like I'm back in 2016 on Twitter. No.
I didn't know that they were naked. I thought that everybody was just in panties and bra, but it was the first video I saw. Well, it was the first video I saw when I saw the little silhouette of the girl nipple, and I was like, nipple.
And then I kept seeing that.
And then I saw one the other night, which I was okay with because it was a man, but he had his thing.
Thangin'?
Yeah.
Thang?
Girl. It wasn't,
Got the link.
Child.
Get out.
Send it to me on the slide. Send it to me on the slide. on the right hand side.
It's getting hot in her.
Ooh, you sure it's not the jersey?
Dance over.
Bruh, like,
You gotta deal with it. It's two girls on the shaft.
Right.
don't worry, y'all not finna overdo me. I know how to hold my own. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all have y'all. The
The silhouette challenge, it's cute. It was cute at
Yeah, I
first.
like it.
But who started it? That was my question. Who started it?
Who starts any of these challenges?
No, because I could have sworn I saw Chloe, from Chloe and Haley, the that girl. I saw her do one when she was in her room, but she was dancing to that Jeremiah song.
Yeah, she was just dancing. I think they might have got the inspiration from that, and I just started it and combined it with the TikTok transition thing to make it really pop. Yeah.
It's just nothing safe for the kids. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
No apps.
they can't get on no apps without seeing nakedness.
And I don't like that. I don't know. Do y'all think there should be an age limit on internet?
Bucket naked.
Bucket naked.
I'm sorry.
Rest in peace.
Right.
Y'all think it should be an age limit on the internet? Because
Yes.
I don't know. Everything it's always been ways to get around and find nasty shit as a kid on the internet because we used to do that shit. But I feel like it's getting too much and it's getting too less regulated, especially on YouTube. I had this my godson, he's 4 years old. I don't know what he was watching, but I think it was something vulgar, like a snake eating a human type thing. And you were 4. How did that come up on your suggestions? I had to physically change it. I was like, Kamari, don't watch that. What's going on with you?
I mean, that's Animal Planet.
Not Animal Planet.
But that's just an example. Stuff that children really shouldn't be watching at a very young age. I don't know.
I feel like YouTube is probably the only one that's as regulated as possible. Twitter and Instagram does a pretty good job because you can't post no news on Instagram.
They taking my shit down on my Finsta.
I'm weak at you. They gonna take that shit down quick as fuck. But Twitter is basically like a whole nother porn site.
Yeah. I mean, that's porn before you get to porn. To be for real.
Definitely.
And I don't think that, to be for real, I don't think there is enough out there to where you really can censor the internet from kids. I mean, what are they going to do? Ask you a question? Are you 18, 21?
They're going to lie.
You know what I mean? It's really no way you can tiptoe around that. They're still going to find it. Just like we were talking about in our past episode, where you could just hit the previous channel to go back to trick your parents. Kids now are just as smart as their parents who are holding the same technology as they are. So it's more than enough ways to figure out and find out how to maneuver around things.
Yeah. Especially with technology nowadays, these kids know any and every way to get over on us because I'm not half as smart with the phone as my 11-year-old cousin. Especially with the TikTok thing.
Oh, they know all. And that's what I feel so bad for them on TikTok because TikTok started off with, when I heard about it, it was just kids on there.
Yeah.
So now
it was a kiddie app, like Vine.
now our grown asses on there, we naked as hell and we doing all
naked
that
on
shit.
every app.
Yeah, so it's really our fault.
Yeah,
low
we ruined
key. I remember when young people were complaining that older
babies.
people were joining TikTok. Generation Z was here go the millennials trying to do the renegade or something like that.
Sorry, babies.
I was definitely one of them. Yeah, we ruined it for y'all.
I mean, shit. Let us have fun too. Damn.
I don't know. It might just be on the responsibility of parents, of advising and watching that content.
Right, because if I had a child right now, you would not be on TikTok.
Yeah,
Not with these silhouette of titties out here so you can come and bring me. Mama,
So
what's
what?
this? I don't know. Delete it. Get off of it.
Listen, but it's funny that you say that because I feel like that's most parents that know about the stuff. They're gonna say, "Oh, you can't have this app, or you can't." But what does that really do? That makes the kid want to get into it or find out. Oh, once their friend has it, oh, can I get your login? So I really don't have my, So it's ways around it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Especially at school. You don't know what kids do at school, man. I was downloading apps and deleting them by the time I got home.
That's facts. That's just the internet is just such. It's a crazy world.
It's so crazy to me that like porn has come such a long way because back in like the 70s and stuff, you used to have to go to like a movie theater to like watch porn.
Sort of.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like they would have like certain hours of where you could go during certain times to watch those kind of films. Then when we were kind of
In
coming
public?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like.
Wow.
Not as heavily broadcasted, but they'll be like, "Oh, there goes the perp." It's still going to be frowned upon and looked down upon.
Yeah.
But then when we were kind of coming up, it was more so like the DVDs, or you might watch it on this site, but it might mess up your computer.
Viruses and
give you
stuff.
them viruses or whatever. So.
HBO late at night type
Yeah.
thing, and that wasn't even like porn. It was just showing titties. Like it wasn't that real shit.
But now everybody has a camera phone, so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Video phone. Take me on your video phone. I can you. Watch me on your video phone.
All right.
If you
all
want-
right.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to
We
that
didn't
song in
mention
the car.
that she had a Beyonce voice, so she been doing that all day.
J.
Yeah, B. It's your boy Hove.
Oh,
Remember that video? Hold on, y'all remember when folks used to do that shit? It was like shit black folks say or shit black girls say.
it was a video. It was like
she
shit
like-
Beyonce do.
She was like stapler,
Oh, she was thinking of baby names.
stapler, fireplace, blue. That shit was so funny.
She was on the
Honey,
phone
honey.
with Tina. She was like, what was that? The first clothing line she had? It was an Ivy Park. It was,
Darion.
Yeah.
House of
She's like, my Darion jeans, mama. Where are my Darions?
She was like, honey, I can see your tracks all the way from here.
But YouTube was a funny place back in the day.
Funny as hell.
YouTube was so funny.
But let's get into our first segment. Hurrah. We're going to get into the why are people like this, because why are people like this?
People be wilding.
So, first one, this one had a picture with it. It got Megan on it. It says, does your mom know you're crying over drug dealers and dudes with 3 outfits?
Oh, not 3 outfits.
3 of them.
These dudes don't be having more than 2 pair of jeans now.
I was just about to say
real.
niggas recycle the same jeans.
3 of them. I can attest that
crying
I don't got that many jeans, so I be wearing the same ones.
But with women, we can wear different trousers. Men don't really, aside from like fashionable people like Dan, men don't really wear trousers or like
Fashionable
different
people like
type
Dan.
of pants other than jeans. Regular niggas just wear jeans.
Yeah,
My best
or
friend,
joggers.
He just wears jeans and joggers.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time to throw some of them Adidas pants away.
Man,
They
look,
got the little BDB balls on them, y'all.
but you can tell and they done wash them a little bit too much.
And with the wrong detergent.
Y'all need to get that Tide, that fresh, the one with non-fragrance in it. That's the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
for
I
your
use that
skin,
one.
especially for us ladies. Because I don't know, when I used to wash my underwear, my underwear and my sheets and my towels. I wash it in the non-fragrance detergent because that's the stuff that's like really on my body for real, especially
Yeah.
my towels and my undies. So I made sure I wash those separately in its own detergent so it wouldn't mess up. So I switched to everything now. Everything is
Fragrance free.
fragrance free.
That's what I usually do. Because you're not supposed to put on it's okay to put on like fragrance lotion, but some things you're not supposed to have fragrance on. So I feel
I don't even do that
fragrance lotion.
unless it's like hand lotion.
I still use Bath and Body Work on my body sometimes.
But stop crying over them drug dealers with 2 outfits.
It's 2021. Don't do it.
Right, for real. Next one. You destroy your own peace, confronting everything you peep. Just leave them and let them have it. Drink of the day is mimosa.
I meant to get some out your car before we started this. Damn.
Girl, don't be telling everybody that stuff in my car.
I'm sorry.
Moving on.
She ain't gonna drive with it.
Destroy your own peace.
She ain't gonna. My bad. I was destroying your piece.
Right.
My bad. I don't know. I agree, but I feel like as humans, I should have the opportunity to choose for myself and know everything about what's going on. So I'm gonna snoop.
I feel
Not saying I'm not gonna go through nobody's phone, but I'm gonna try to peep something.
What you think, Dan?
Nah, all that is insecurity and forms of anxiety.
So?
Yeah, because it's just like, for what? Like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. How is you knowing gonna change the situation? You're just gonna weep and wallow, and just complain. You know?
I think it depends on the situation, because like if something that you find out affects how you move forward in the future, I feel like you need to find it out, or you was gonna be still moving stupid or moving blindly.
Yeah.
I feel like, and it's okay to say that, but that's easier said than done, because I feel like people love to say that, oh, well, I need to know this, but it's like, no, you just want to self-sabotage. You just want to put yourself in a position to where people can feel sorry for you, or you feel sorry for yourself. One, you don't really want to seek the real solution, because what are you going to do? Just like you said, you can move forward, but that's not what most people want to do. They're going to look at this person's page to see if there's significant others there. They're trying to see if these people are together still. You're just doing stuff to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I feel that, because I notice myself when I'm looking, or I may be lurking, or whatever I'm doing, that it really takes an effect on how I feel throughout that day or throughout that week. So sometimes when I do peep stuff, I just like, it's peep, but I'm gonna move according to whatever I just peeped, and that other person can figure out what it is and move accordingly to however they want to move accordingly to.
Let me ask you, why does it take to find out that news to start moving like that when you should already be moving like that? Yeah, because that's what my thing is. Like, I'm not gonna wait for a situation for me to start moving a certain way. If it is what it is, or if it's not, I should already be grounded within myself to carry a certain demeanor or how I'm gonna move about something.
See, that's what, and I said that, I think I said it last episode, I always give people like the benefit of the doubt. So even if I have that gut intuition, and I'm doing better at listening to my intuition, listening to my gut, and going forward with my gut. But sometimes I'm just that type of person where I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I want to think, well, they wouldn't move that way, so let me, try to give them another chance, or blase, bullshit.
I feel like sometimes it's just like a child. You gotta feel when the stove is hot and like burn your hand to be like, all right, well, let me back up, like, for real, let me stop that.
Oh, that was in psychology.
Well, shoot, it's funny that you say that analogy, because for me, I can look at fire and tell that it's hot. I don't have to stick my hand out to tell that it's hot. So in certain situations, you see things before you have to feel them. So it's like, if I see you moving like that, I'm not gonna wait around to be like, dang, well, let me continue doing this or continue being with this person, or to find out that, this is going to be a shortcoming for me in the long run. Yeah.
It's good that you have that type of what's the word? That vision when it comes to that. Because I think might just be a human thing. Like, we see something and we know it's not good for us, but it's just like, we're 1 in a million. I can, who's to say how it'll turn out? And you go toward it and you be like, damn, I knew that was a bad idea. Why ain't I do that shit? Why I do that shit?
Yeah.
Man, but that's so crazy, because it's like we're all our own individual people, but I feel like everybody wants to be an exception to the rule all the time.
We do.
Like, and I feel like I don't know if that's rather a shortcoming on being a human, or if we're just too vain when it comes to us in our own lives, or too prideful, because everybody wants to be that, well, it didn't happen to me like that, or, I mean, there was only one Jordan, there's only one LeBron. Like, everybody wants to be that 1 in a million, and I think it's the idea that we can overcome, or we can skip a level, per se, if you want to say, but in all actuality, you're probably not that good, you probably aren't that.
Yeah, but people need that little dream cloud just to live like a life without, what am I trying to say? I don't want to say a life without depression, but like, some people need that boast on their shoulders to make them feel good about life, So, yeah.
Okay.
You got any more under that belt? Because that was a good one.
Let me see. This one's more so of a question rather than a statement. So, if you suddenly became a millionaire, do you feel you have to take care of your whole family? Pound respectfully. This came from Justin LeBoy.
When you say respectfully, I peeped that.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Not at all. I think we can agree as a collective, like, no.
Explain, what is your reason?
Well, Because just because you family doesn't mean I owe you anything. Especially if, like, say for instance, we was all broke and on the same level. If you really not doing anything for me while we on the same level, why should I do anything for you when I come up a level above you? That doesn't what? I don't owe you anything. Especially, I don't know. I feel like it's just a humanistic thing. Like, if you a good person before the fame, then yeah, I'm gonna break you off with something. But like, all of my family don't do everything for me. Some of my family don't do nothing for me. So why should I feel obligated to do something just because I got a little bit more money in my pocket? Like, nah.
Nah, that's facts. Like, you wasn't shooting with me in the gym. And,
Nigga, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That was
Rick
my
Ross?
song.
Yeah.
That was Rick Ross and Rocco?
Scheming.
Yeah. But it's like
I think.
hey, let me it was like I was saying, it's almost like when you really need family, they're not really there for you. You know, they claim to be there and, you know, I've always been praying for you, this and that. But it's just like, well, what more than those prayers have you done for me? What have you done to support me financially? And especially since this is a financial question, you know, not to say, well, you did this, so let me give you this back. But it's like, well, I know when I went to college, I didn't get much of anything from my family members outside of my mom and dad. You know, oh, I'm proud of you, nephew, da-da-da. That was real short. You know, when you come out was the question that I used to hear the most. You know, when you going to be done? Well, you know, I probably finish a little faster if you would help pay for some of these classes, you know, but I'm just saying it like real. It is. Yeah. And it seems like everybody wants to be on your side when you're at the finish line. You know, once you have something, that's when people start coming around more when it shouldn't be. You know, people should be around you in order to build or to acquire that money, whether, you know, you win in the lottery, you worked for it, whatever, but everybody wants to, well, can you help me when they're all of a sudden helpless, when they should have been helping themselves or helping you to contribute all along. So, no.
Spot on.
Yeah, for sure.
Not the lip gloss. Spot on.
Yeah.
Preach,
I definitely agree. Last one before we get in. Oh, yeah. Definitely agree. Yeah, if you wasn't shooting with me in the gym, you ain't getting no money out of me. I already done told all my friends and my family members also, they know whoever was there with me before the money comes or before the money came, before it got there, you know, everybody's going to reap the benefits. All my folks going to eat. Everybody eat bread. So
No rich kids.
No rich kids. So that's simple as that. Yeah. So lastly, before we get into our main topic, our last why are people like this, stop asking people for skincare routines and just change your pillowcase.
Now. And no sheets.
And your sheets. That's as simple as that.
Or that rag. Mm-hmm. Stop using the same rag for
and your rags.
More than 2 days.
Yeah.
Just nasty.
I do mine like every 3 days.
But still, I mean, that's cool in that range, but people be using that shit for like a week. That's nasty.
Yeah. No.
I have a rag and then I have a loofah.
Ooh, yeah.
My loofah is for my body. You know, just for my body.
My body.
And my rag is for, you know, my parts.
But you also have to have a third. I have a third rag, the face rag.
That's not in the shower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do my
face.
They
say it's bad to wash your face.
Wash your face. Mm-hmm.
I don't do my face routine in the shower, but when I'm in the shower, I like when I have all that hot steam, I like to get the rag and kind of open up my pores. That way, when I'm out the shower, I get a different rag and do my face routine. Makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I've heard that it's not good for you to wash your face. Because I used to wash my face in the shower. Like, I'll put my Noxzema on, and I'll get in the shower, and I'll just wash it off. Then somebody said that it wasn't good because of the steam.
Bro.
Oh, I thought the steam would help like open up the pores, but I guess if you mix it with other products, I just do water and the steam in the shower.
It's really best for you to wash your face with cold water.
Cold water. Yeah. Go see it.
I thought hold on. I need to get some advice because I thought the cold water was just to seal it. Because, you know, it's kind of like with hair. You use hot water at first to open up your pores, but at the last step of your hair thing, you use cold water to seal it in. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was the same thing with skin, no?
I say people should go see a dermatologist first
to figure out
what works best for your skin.
Okay,
yeah.
I will.
I never really had that much. I never had that many problems with my skin where I had to visit a dermatologist. But I learned from Pharrell, your man,
that's my man,
that he washed his face with cold water, and that's all he used. Yeah, so that's all I use is cold water.
He lying, but you know.
I mean, and you see how he came out with a skincare routine. I'm
did.
Like, your skincare routine was water. Why you making us pay for products?
Yeah.
Bae.
Babe, talk to your man, please.
Look, I'm gonna call him after the show because
he's tripping.
Wilding.
And tell him to send me $50,000 too.
I will.
Thank you.
Trust.
Because I'm friends with
We
you.
getting some money out of him.
Period. But anywho, moving forward.
Was that the last one you had?
Yeah, that was the last one I had. I had a few others,
like
but
those.
I didn't want us to stay into that too long. But
Those are good questions.
let's move forward into our main topic. So we just talked about, how you shouldn't, if you peep something, you shouldn't, really dwell on it. And how family members be looking for that money once you done got up. So our topic for today is, and shout out to Dan for coming out with this name.
Phrase?
Yeah, the new levels, new devils. So this is basically, we're just going to be talking about all, progression and how it's okay and it should be normalized to cut folks off if needed, if they are not beneficial to you. Okay?
Let's
so
get into it.
The very first one is, just the difference between associates and friends. So what are you all's definition of an associate versus a friend? I feel like we all probably have the same type of definition, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, because we're all pretty good with like having not calling too many people friends.
Yeah,
because it's a valuable term. Because I feel like associates are people that you really can't trust like that, and you just like they're on like a high and by basis. But a friend is somebody you can actually put your trust in. Even though there are different friends for different things, I feel like you should always be able to trust all of your friends.
Facts.
So yeah, it's just my little vague definition. You kind of agree, Dan?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I feel like with associates, it's more like a face value. Like, I know who you are. I might know your first and last name, but that doesn't mean I'm going to invite you to go out to eat with me. I'm going to, bring you to my house. Not all company is good company. But as far as, like, friends, I feel like you have to internally know what your friend is capable of to have a certain relationship with them. You can't trust, just because they're your friend doesn't mean you can trust them with every kind of information. You can trust them with certain things, but I know there are certain friends that I have that their lips are a little looser than others. So it would be of my best interest if I kept certain things to myself versus just, going off and telling them whatever just because they're my so-called friend. Because, some people can comfort you, but just because they're a good comforter doesn't mean that they're all around solid.
Agreed.
So.
I like both of you all statements. For me, an associate is basically somebody, like Dan said, it's like face value. I know who you are. I may know your first and last name, but that don't mean I'm inviting you to my house. I'm inviting you to brunch or, a wedding or something like that. Yeah. It's just something, I know you, I know of you, and I may know something that you are associated with and that you do. But friends, for me, friends really mean something deep to me because I'm an only child. So my friends are essentially my family. So, and my mom will say it to this day. She's always said it. She was like, you sure do stick up for your friends. I'm like, yeah, because they're my brothers and sisters. I don't got nobody else at the house besides you and daddy. So
I need somebody to believe in.
Yeah, not even somebody to believe in, like somebody that you can go to besides mom and dad, because I don't have any siblings. So if I felt like I couldn't go to my mom and dad and talk about something, I can go to my best friend or I can go to my boy best friend and be like, okay, this is going on right now. So what do I do? Just, give me some type of comfort because I trust them. So,
But speaking of trust, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No.
Okay, so let me ask y'all. So speaking of trust, I know you said you can't trust. Well, I agree with that too. You can't trust. You have to trust different friends for different things because some of them are sealed. So outside of you trusting them with your business, do you think it's essential to always have like some type of trust in your friend, even if it isn't like trust with sharing information, but like trust like with your life? Like, do you trust like they'll take a bullet for you or something like that, or
shit,
or do you? That's just that's an extreme example, but do y'all believe it has to be a level of trust in every type of relationship, friendship, parent, romantic, all of that?
Yeah. Cause I mean, I'm gonna use you as an example. Mm-hmm. If we was somewhere out here in these streets and some females came up on me and you and they talking about jumping, I would trust that you was ready to fight and we gonna fight together type shit, you know? So it's like, and say if something was to happen and, or if I was sick and my mom and my dad was the only people that could take care of me, I would trust for them to go and be there to take care of me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel like if there's any type of ship behind it, if it's just a show shit, then I don't have no type of, loyalty or any type of expectation from you.
Yeah.
But if it's a relationship where I know it's significant, like if it's a friendship, my mom, my dad, a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever, I'm gonna have that type of trust in you because I done gave you that role.
For sure.
If you don't have, if you have that role in my life, then I expect for you to do certain things, and I have that trust in you. I have that type of comfort.
I like that answer.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's very solid. I feel like with me, it just comes with like the weight. Like I know that you use the analogy of like, you know, being in a fight, but also like if you're my friend, I should be able to be comfortable if I stay the night at your place, you won't go through my wallet, or if I drop some money on the floor, you're gonna tap me on the shoulder and say, hey bro, you dropped this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain things that you don't think about on an everyday, you know, scenario that might still incorporate, is this person really a good person? Can I really consider them my friend? You know, if I lose something, will they tell me? If something were to happen to me, would they really care, or would they just talk to me to pass time by to tell it on to somebody else for a comedic relief or something like that? And then with associates, you have to be careful with associates as well, because sometimes associates are in a position to where they can be more vulnerable than an actual friendship, you know, because with, let's say, a lot of times with our jobs, you know, we consider those people our associates more so than our friends, because, you know, it's a certain level of professionalism that you have to keep with them. But if you're running a little bit late and, you know, do you know if they will cover for you? Do you know if they'll just be the type, nah, they at Chick-fil-A right now and sell you out, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's kind of, you know, it's interesting with those two.
So that kind of leads me into boundaries. Like, what boundaries do you all set between associates and friends? Like, do you set boundaries with your friends?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What are those?
I feel like you have to establish boundaries. Okay, let me try to think of my personal boundaries with my friends. So as far as boundaries, do you go deeper on what you mean by boundaries?
I mean,
I know what boundaries are, but like, boundaries.
Boundaries, like certain things. Say, for instance,
I can tell you straight up.
Yeah, you go first.
I know with like having girls that are my friends, a lot of times.
I was just about to go that way.
Yeah, it's a certain like level of trust that they would have to have in me, and it's also boundaries. Like, I'm gonna be for real with y'all. I don't, you know, outside of ties, for real, I don't let girls call me their brother or stuff like that, because like, I know what brothers and sisters be doing. Not blood brothers and sisters, I would hope not.
But how people use the term.
brother, and it's just like, you're not finna do me like that. Just tell me you want a piece, you know, like, but I'm not gonna give it to you. But by calling me, yo, bro, like, you know, oh, bro, like, no, that puts you in a position to where they feel like I have this special level of secret intimacy, or I'm chasing after something, you know, like, also like how girls hold a lot of dudes in the friend zone position too. You know, they're only in that friend zone position until something, you know, falls off a lot of times. And then, okay, that they know that he's in the back corner, you know what I'm saying? Because to be for real, not to go off topic, but just run a spiller real quick. A lot of times, a lot of girls don't cheat. That's facts. I feel like men do cheat more than women, but girls know who's next. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They know who's next.
You just said it perfectly.
Yeah. Like, stop playing like, okay, bro might cheat, but he don't really care about that girl. But let's say if y'all fall out, you know what 10 dudes done been in your DM, and you know which one you kind of think is kind of cute or got a new car, and you might, you know
one
which,
that you can kind of pull on,
right.
you know
just
to see.
Yeah, with women, you know what friend zone guy is kind of been trying you on the slight. But, you know, if he get a haircut, he catch you on a good night, you know, the tensions is high, you know, you might just let him. And I feel like that's all boundaries. I don't have that with none of my girlfriends. You know, like, we ain't finna play around. We ain't gonna do that. If you want me, you gotta tell me that. I mean, I got a girl, but still, you know, like, that's one of the things too. And that's something also, like, with having a girl, you know, how comfortable is your significant other with you, your friend boundaries? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to tell my friends, like, I can't be talking all kind of times at the night. It's certain times you can't hit my cell phone. I'm sorry. If you gotta wait till the next day, that's what it is. And I feel like that's certain boundaries that sometimes you don't have to verbalize them, but, you know, some things are just known. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when we have boundaries, we don't say, okay, you're my friend, so you can't do this. That hardly ever happens. But it's certain things that how you carry yourself, you'll know whether you can try a person or not. You know, like, I ain't dumb. Like, I know what girls be looking at me kind of funny or whatnot, and I know, like, if I wanted to try that, it's not hard because their boundary level is low. But then you have those certain women she carried herself great, bro. Her demeanor is high. Like, bro, you can't just come step into her any kind of way, and you not just finna try nothing like that. And I feel like that's something that we all have to take accountability ourselves on too, as well. How do we set our boundary lines for others?
Amen.
I like that.
Amen.
I think that's the reason why I have a hard time thinking about what boundaries I have for my friends, because you don't go up to your friends and be like, hey, you're my friend now, so you can't do this and that. Just like what you just said. I feel like with all my friends, I don't know, they gravitate perfectly with, like, they align perfectly with my energy. I've never had a problem with any of the people that I consider friends overstepping boundaries. So I think that's why I don't really know what my boundaries are, because none of them ever tried it like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had to be like, hey, I'm not really feeling that. Can you not do that next time? I've never had to do that with any of my friends, now that I'm thinking about it.
I've had to. It's been times where I've had to tell my friends, like, I didn't like this. If we're gonna go through this, or if this is gonna be something that's gonna continuously happen, we need to set the type of boundaries or the expectations on both ends on how. Because I react. I feel my feelings. So if something happens and I don't like it, and I'm just like,
yeah,
you're gonna know,
as
like,
you should. And
I'm
that's
gonna
a
tell
friend.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. So I've definitely, and I've had to get better, because there are certain friends that I let those boundaries just I don't really set them up there as I guess you can say a high standard, or I don't really consider them important for those type of friends, because I might be trying to tiptoe around their feelings, and then I'll forget about my own feelings. So, you just have to, and I learned this year, just even with just friends, any type of relationship, you got to set that to let them know, like, hey, this is my life, this is going to happen, and if you act like this towards me, this is how I'm going to react, and this is how we need to move forward.
I feel like the only time I've intentionally set boundaries is in, like, a romantic setting. I don't know, sitting down with a person like, hey, so, I don't like this, and if we going to work, I'm going to need you to, like, we're going to have to coexist. I don't know, I'm saying it wrong. But yeah, romantic relationship is the only time I've really verbally set boundaries with somebody.
So I guess that leads on to the next question. So how can you guys tell when you've outgrown someone?
Wow.
Or when you've outgrown, y'all outgrown each other. It's been, for example, this has been a friend that you've been friends with for years, and then you get to a point where you're just like, we're not on the same wavelength, we're not on the same path, and then you're just like, hey, I think it's that time that we grow up and just move on from each other.
I feel like one of the tell-all signs is, like, if you forcing it. So if you're forcing conversation, or, like, they're not hitting you up all the time, you're the one hitting them first, or, like, you're the one saying, hey, let's go out to dinner, like, hey, let's do that. If you're forcing it, I think that's a sign that y'all are, like, not in the same headspace, and maybe y'all should have a conversation. Like, are you going through something personally, or maybe our energies are just different now. But what's something you think? That's really the only thing.
That's something that's similar to me too. Yeah. Once you feel like you're forcing it, I feel like that works with romantic and friendships. If you feel like you're forcing stuff, then cut it off.
I feel like a good deal of it is knowing yourself and knowing what you truly want and desire out of things.
Thanks.
Because when you know what you want out of things, you know what you want out of people. And I feel like something that they don't teach you in school is you can't take everybody with you.
Facts.
As you go up, the load gets heavier. As you go up in elevation, as your altitude increases in life, there, like we say, is new levels, new devils. Like, all of those things are different. Who was my best friend in pre-K might not be on what I'm on now. So what purpose would they serve me in this new era of my life? Vice versa, And I feel like it's a painful thing to go through it, because sometimes those friendships that have been so important to us and that we had for so long that we have to cut off, it's like, it could be like a heartache. It can be like breaking up. It's like, dang, but
it's definitely worse than a breakup. I feel like losing a friend.
Yeah.
That's like losing family, low key.
Right. No, seriously. And I mean, it hurts, but it's going to hurt you more later on, carrying that person and then trying to complete or do the task that you yourself are meant to do. And so I feel like it's one of those things that you got to know yourself, because when you know yourself, or at least try to get to know yourself, that intuition will tell you. And it's just like, how open are you to listening to that intuition? Because it's not going to take me calling you 10 times and you canceling on me every time at the last minute to know, okay, you really don't want
I'ma
to kick it
back
with
up.
me like that. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't take. People like to make it seem like it's a big deal, but it's not. Like we outgrow clothes, we outgrow things that we used to like, music. So friends are just another thing that's on the list. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's just, I feel like that's real bad because I remember I had a time where I thought I was about to lose a friend and it felt like a literal breakup. Like it felt like death.
Yeah.
So, and because like I said, my friends are basically my family. Like those are my brothers and my sisters. So if any of them, if I were to fall out with any of them, it would feel like, my world is coming to an end because that's family. So it's definitely, I feel like that just ties back back like what you said, Dan, just DJ, excuse me.
Right.
Knowing your boundaries and knowing yourself as well, because you know what you can tolerate. So
Yeah.
if you reach the point where you're at that breaking point and you're like, I can't do this no more,
Listen to yourself.
listen to
Yeah.
yourself, listen to that gut, and move forward with it. So it's hard. Oh, shoot, not the mimosa.
Oh. what little one said, my lean. Oh no.
Not the lean. We don't do that.
But I definitely agree with what you said. Like, it's okay to grow and move on from people. Like, we outgrow everything in life. So I feel like, everybody's not the same person that they were 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So it's okay. That's just a part of being grown. Actually accepting that and, knowing that everybody is only in your life for a season and not in your life forever. And once I realized that, I was okay with not losing like letting friendships go, because some people are in your life for a season, and sometimes that rockiness comes in when you try to hold on to them longer than they should be in your life. Right. And I was doing that, and I was like, this is so hard. Let me just stop being friends with them. And ever since I started doing that, I feel way better. That's just a grown thing.
I feel like another area that we don't talk about with friendships a lot of times is location. I feel like location also plays a big deal into what we call friends because, okay, like for instance, school. You're most likely are going to form friendships with the people around you, not because they're great people, but because you all go to the same school. So if you're in an area where the vibrations are low, it's not too many people trying to better themselves, you're gonna find friends that are on that same frequency. If you go to a select school, you're gonna find your friends there, and if that school isn't well off or, doesn't have a good student population, you're going to find yourself friends with a lot of people who probably aren't really good people. So location definitely plays a part into it as well.
So this kind of goes into the next question. What are some green or red flags that points to a toxic or healthy relationship? And I found a article off HuffPost that has the 11 signs of a genuine friendship.
You better go facts.
So I'm gonna
Fact check.
My daddy even mentioned it. I mentioned it on a show that I was I was on the other day. My show that I do on the weekends at the.
Shout out to Terrence. She on the radio, y'all.
Yeah, it's online radio. But
don't downplay yourself. It's still radio. She on the radio.
Okay. Anywho, I said the other day that my 2 words of the year is consistently persistent. And that's really a phrase, so I really want to put that on a T-shirt.
Hey, we can sell that.
Consistently persistent, because it can go both ways. Consistently persistent, persistent, consistently. So, anywho, my point is, when we're talking about things, I want to make sure that we have those facts and we have something that's, backing us up, just so it won't just feel like we just talking. So I try to find some credible sites. So
I like that.
HuffPost is credible enough. So one of the 11 qualities is they push us to be more accepting of ourselves. One of our greatest faults can be our own self-criticism and anybody else's criticism, because everybody a fucking critic. So, it's great to know that when you have those friends on your side that know that they're pushing you to do best, accountability partners like, hey, bro, you need to get this, you need to get on this, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. It may feel like they're pressing you or they're nagging you, but really
it's for the greater good.
They just want to see the best out of you. One of them is they call us out when we're in the wrong. And I feel like that one is one of the things that really fuck up friendships, because some people, just depending on personalities, they do not want to hear when they're wrong or when you calling them out on what they did wrong. So, somebody always wants that yes man on their back corner, but sometimes you need somebody to be like, you need somebody to be on the back corner and be like, nah, dude, you was wrong, and I understand why you thought you were right, but that's not the case. Number 3, they're present, meaning that they give full attention and awareness to anything that's going on in your life. Number 4, they really listen. Number 5, they support us through adversity. just basically providing support during, any times of success or grief or failures. They keep our stress in check. I think I'm good at that when it comes to
yeah, you do that with me. I appreciate it.
I try to make sure that because I know all my friends can get stressed out pretty well, so I try to keep their stress in check.
Calm down.
They keep us humble. They have our backs when life gets tricky. They make the friendship a priority, and that one was kind of weird to me.
The priority one?
Yeah.
Why?
They practice forgiveness because, I don't know, I guess if you don't consider a friendship a priority, then I guess it's not really considered a friendship at that time. Because...
Yeah. Yeah, because it depends on the level of priority. And
priority doesn't have to be so heavy as we make it seem.
Yeah, and I think that's why I was like, because our friends, it could be a priority, but I know you the type of friend, I could text you every 2 weeks and we still gonna be the same amount of good type thing. So that can kind of come off as I don't prioritize our friendship because I don't talk to you all the time, but I guess it depends on the level of friendship.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I guess for that one, number 9, it's like a to each their own type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Number 10, they practice forgiveness, and 11, they make us want to be better people. So that's just something that, the HuffPost had. So I was wondering what you guys thought. What are your own personal green or red flags that point you to a toxic or healthy relationship? And it can be friendship or, familial, romantic.
Familial.
Yeah, you like that word, don't you?
I do.
Familial.
You get that from T.I.?
No, that's just a regular word.
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, Mr. Clifford Harris, he out there using vehemently.
I saved that one in my phone earlier.
He crazy.
I'm trying to think some red and green flag. You named a lot of good green flags. You got any red ones?
I'll say red flags. You got to be careful for people who are always talking about people. Because let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hate that y'all are both girls, and I got to point this out, but I feel like with girls always talk shit about their friends. That's just the truth. Y'all can disagree with me, but it's every girl. Listen, hold up. Let me finish. I feel like it might not be the worst thing, but all girls talk about their friends, and it's just let's say if it's a group of 4 girls, at some point, all of those girls are going to at least talk about one of the girls in the group. It goes like that. You can't tell me it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Even they could be the best of friends. It doesn't have to be on a major scale.
He's right.
I'm trying to think about it.
I'm telling you.
My life.
Listen, I know us having conversation, you talking about your friends.
We
it's just one of those, you do. And it's nothing bad, but it's just well, I'm not saying it's nothing bad, but it's one of those things you just have to kind of know the weight with that because everybody's going to talk about people. Let's be real. I know some of my best friends, they talk about me, but how hard are they talking about me also is important too, because I know I'm not perfect. I don't do everything right. I know I have my flukes here and there, so it'll be up for conversation or debate at some point. But I feel like a red flag is when you're around somebody who's always talking about somebody, who's always
gossiping.
Yeah, who always knows somebody's business, but then it's okay, but when yours pops off, you don't want nobody saying nothing. So that's a heavy hand to dish. So.
Very true. I'm glad I ain't got no friends that gossip. All my friends talk about substance. Okay, we don't talk about people that gossip,
Yeah, if anything, we talking about how we want our friends to do better. We want them to, do this,
that's
do that.
That's the first thing I thought about. When I'm quote unquote talking shit about another friend, I'm for instance, I might be venting to Taryn, homegirl just hit me up again, about this dude. I just really wish she would, get away from her. She deserves so much better. She always got these ain't shit niggas. It'd be that type of talking shit.
It's never no spiteful shit or nothing like that.
But that's also, it's funny that you brought that up because that's also a red flag for me is people always constantly coming to me to vent or for advice, but them never taking it. And to me, I feel like that's offensive because okay, you're seeking my outlook on a situation and I'm telling it to you. As my friend, I'm going to give you it. I'm going to tell you how I really feel about it because if you're seeking a solution, I'm going to give you what I feel is the best answer. But when you deliberately and constantly ask me for something and it's always something different or you just do the opposite, that's offensive. And that really tells me you don't value my opinion deep down and you're just looking to me as a quick jump off on conversation.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel that. I feel like in some cases, I've learned that, especially when it comes to relationships, I learned that there are some things that just I need to keep to myself, and my friends just don't need to know, because they say it all the time, like, you'll forgive them, but your friends,
We gonna hold that to the death.
to the death. So
If you and that nigga.
right. So it's just, and I just lost my train of thought. But basically, I choose wisely when I come to my friends and talk to them about certain situations. And most of the time, when I am speaking to them about it, it's something that I've already done. So it's more so like, you think I did this right? Well, I did it already, girl. So shit.
It don't matter what you think.
Right. It don't matter what you think. I did it already. So it's something like that. So I think that's not, is people coming, my friends coming to me and venting or whatever, that's not really a red flag to me. A red flag for me would be if I've told my friend that I feel some type of way about how they go about certain things, and then they continue to do the same thing, and I've expressed to them how I feel about it, then that's something that is a red flag to me. Like, I have to, especially if I've addressed it copious amount of time.
Yeah. Not just with friendship, but relationships too.
Yeah, that's
or with your relationship with your parents.
yeah,
Something like that. People not respecting your boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries. Mhm.
boundaries.
I'm trying to think of any other red flags, but that was really the most important ones to me. Like, if you always talking shit around me, or if you ask me for advice, but you just gonna do what you want anyway, those are really the main two.
Well, Psychology Today had some red flags. It has 13 red flags of potentially toxic friendships.
Ooh, throw some out there.
Yes, so I'll give a few. So one of them was, you realize that hanging out with a particular friend leaves you feeling worse, not better, after your time together. 2, you realize that you've begun to try to find reasons to avoid spending time with a friend, or wanting to cancel plans. Your friend only seems to like you or want to spend time with you when he or she needs something from you. Your friend tries to isolate you from other relationships in your life, perhaps by bad-mouthing romantic partners or other friends. You find yourself trying to make excuses for your friends. So they have a lot, which none that I can relate to, but I can definitely see how those can be, some red flags. Especially while friendships are based on social exchange. It says red flag friends typically draw more resources from the friendship bank than they ever put into it.
Mm-hmm. Just like taking and never receiving.
Dang.
Have y'all? Right. Take it and never take it.
You take but you don't receive, or you receive but you don't take. That's what it is.
Is that still right? I don't think that's what I was trying to
receive,
say.
What are you trying to say?
Wait.
They take, but they never
give.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
right.
Take and receive is the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I really like the one that you said about they only come to you when they need something.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple friends like that, and I didn't just really recently start peeping like, dang, they don't ever really want to hit me up to check on like my mental health, ask me how my mom doing, but they only need something media related or like my advice when it comes to like their podcast or like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big red flag. You just open my eye. Now I gotta go home and cut you off. Sis.
Another big one, and I think it's pretty common, is friends who view you as competition.
Yeah, but honestly, that can be healthy sometimes. Let me explain. Competition is the best. And to better somebody. I don't mean like every time. I don't mean one-upping someone. I don't mean that. But if I'm making A's and you're a C student, me telling you I make A's should inspire. If you really care about what I got on and you want to be around me, it should inspire you to want to do better. That's competition. That's a form of competition. Hey, like, I'm doing this in my life. Not to say that you can't, but you should want to better yourself. And honestly, competition is bettering. So you should always be in a position to where you want to be around, not people better, but if I'm the smartest person in the room, that's serving me no purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. So people look at competition like it's so bad all the time. And I hate that because I'm a competitive person, but like even in friendships, like, no, bro, I'm not saying if I get a new car, you go get you a new car. That's not what I mean. But I'm saying if I'm out here doing good, trying to serve my community, what you doing? You just playing Fortnite? You just playing Call of Duty? That should be a challenge for you to be like, you know what? Let me better myself. Let me see how I can advance myself. So I would say that's an iffy right there with me.
Yeah, I mean, it says on here, friends who view you as competition in any activity may be future toxic friends, depending on how far they push their competitive spirit.
Right. Yeah, it's a person thing because they can really turn into a hater real quick if they're not right within themselves.
Mm-hmm. Y'all seen that video of that girl? It was all I wanna say it right.
Just guess.
Muslim.
Yeah, Muslims.
Yeah. Well, they were all. It was like 6 girls, maybe 5, and they were all in a circle, and they was recording a video. And one of the girls snatched the other girl eyelash off.
Like casually, or like they were all happy and stuff.
They were all together listening to a song, and one of the girls had the other girl's hand over her shoulder, and then she just said, shoo, took the girl eyelash off, and the girl stormed off. But the girl that snatched the eyelash off, she was laughing, and everybody on Twitter was like,
Did she have on eyelashes?
Hating at its prime. Nobody had on lashes besides her.
Oh yeah, she was hated.
Yeah.
Why'd she do that? And she thought it was funny too.
She did. She was laughing, and I was like, damn.
That's crazy because I feel like people got to be better at.
What was that?
I was just
gotta be better.
No, for real, like
you look like imagination.
You feel me? But to be for real, people got to be better at scoping out the scene. And I feel like, okay, I'm a man, so I know they're just like, well, y'all are women, so it's a lot of things that y'all are more open to that I don't even think about. Like, you know, at nighttime walking by yourself, you thinking about that stuff. But as a man, like, I'm scoping situations. You know, like, I'm not to say I can't never chill in the room, but I don't even like to sit in a restaurant with my back without seeing the exit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, why in friendships do we automatically get this level of comfort? Like, ain't nobody gunning for that top spot, or, you know, like, let's be real. You know, you're more shittier friends. Excuse my French, but you know the friends that aren't the best. You know the friends that low key have some form of animosity towards you. So why does that always seem to creep up on us? Because I feel like Jesus knew Judas was Judas before Judas did what he did.
Facts.
So I'm gonna be for real with y'all. Like, I know who my Judases are. So, but I have to know how to handle it and maintain. If something like that were to happen to me, it wouldn't shock me as a surprise. I'm not to say that you got to cut all of them off, because sometimes you got to use people for their resources just like they'll use you for yours. You know, it's just like what's that relationship in the ocean, you know, with the whale fish and the fish that eats that versus it being parasitic. It's like, you're helping me with some point and I'm helping myself with some point. It doesn't mean that we all the way around gravy, but there are some friendships that you need like that too. You can't just cut them off because in one area they're not solid. So I might need you for something down the road. So I'm keeping you in my back pocket on that. Like, I have friends that are like that. You know, I'm not going to call you and come kick it to the cookout, but look, you have this, and this, and I know you need this from me. How can we make it work? And to me, it's just like, that's like a transaction. You know, it's not to say that, oh, that's wrong, because no, when you go buy a car, they do that same thing. They know you want the car and they know that they want that sale. So, you know, somebody's going to get the better of somebody, because relationships are never 50-50. You know, we have this imaginary thing of, oh, well, I do this for this person. No, it's never going to be 50-50. So, you know.
If they're a Judas, that's when they automatically turn into an associate, though. So I can see you put them in their back pocket for later, but I would not still consider them like a friend. They would just be an associate
at that point. So that leads us to our big question of the day. Do you think trust or comfort is a necessity in a friendship?
Necessity. I like the word. Yeah.
Yes. We all agree?
Yeah, we all agree.
Yes.
You know, I just had to put that out there for the people that didn't think that it was a necessity, but I digress.
Hey, I got a question.
I
got a question for y'all. What do it mean when girls put you in their close friends?
So let me discuss this, because I had somebody the other day that thought that when I added them into my close friends, they thought they was gonna see booty cheeks and titties or something.
I was about to say, let's go into how different females use their close friends.
There are those females out there that they put, you know, they nastiness and whatever they want on their close friends. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, I made a little something on my close friends. But you not no booty,
ain't showing no titty,
no booty cheeks, no titties, no twat, none of that. So, you know, it just depends on the female. There are some, and I feel like dudes should know what female is going to be having that shit on their close friend and which not, because I don't act no different from how I act on my open page than my close friends. Like, I still act a fool on the open and I act a fool on my close friends. So it's just more foolishness. Like, I might be on my close friends with my wig off.
Yeah, that's what I really use close friends for. Like,
Comfort.
More comfort. I feel more comfortable in the close friends. So if I add you to my close friends, it just means you cool and I think you funny.
Yeah.
I only got funny people in my close friends.
And I feel like you're not gonna judge me if I'm on there with my wig off or something. And if I wanted to post a little twerk video or whatever, you'll be like, "Ooh yeah, shake that ass, girl," and then you move on. You know, but some females out there, you know, they be, you know, posting
Titty Tuesday.
Yeah, Titty Tuesday, ass everywhere.
WAP Wednesday.
Yeah, all that, but not I. You got to catch me on my Finsta for that.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up there.
Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. The fishbowl segment. Why you mad? Why you glad? I'll start off. Yeah. I'm mad because Popeyes don't sell green beans and dirty rice no more.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Nia. Yeah. They don't sell green beans and dirty rice no more. It is off the menu. So that's what I'm mad about today. I'm glad because I'm alive and I'm well and I'm blessed and highly favored. But I am mad that ain't no green beans and no dirty rice, because I went to Popeyes the other day and I had got me the little ripping chicken box and I wanted me some green beans and some dirty rice for the side, and they had nothing.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing. All they had was mashed potatoes and red beans and rice. I don't want this shit.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I am mad about today is that the parking boys is about to come back out to Atlanta and start ticketing people again.
The who?
The parking boys. The ticket people in Atlanta. You know, they haven't been out for like a whole year. They stopped ticketing in Atlanta in like March of 2020. And
Why?
I think they're about to, because of Corona.
They
stopped. Like people, nobody is getting
mask.
booted or ticketed since March 2020, but they about to come out, and I think in a couple weeks. And I'm upset because I like my free parking for the past year because I go to the city pretty often. What am I grateful for today? The breath in my body. This clean fit I got on, you know, I got my edges. I did my eyelashes in like 3 minutes today. Like,
Shout
who
out to
am
her.
I? Who am I becoming? Who am I becoming?
Shout out to Taj.
Thank you.
So proud of her.
Hey, man, what am I mad about? Simps still being simp, and it's only getting worse. You know,
Who is Simp?
simps.
And his feelings.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought.
No Drake.
Yeah, no, I'm not in my
I
feelings.
thought you was
I'm
talking
saying
about.
simps.
I thought you was talking about the Trumples.
No, I'm
I thought
talking
it was like
about
you being a simp.
Yeah, no, yeah, not me being this. I ain't never been no, well, not never, but I ain't no simp. But I'm saying like internet simps are still being simps. But I'm glad because I'm me. I just got a fresh cut today. My skin looking.
I see it.
I'm feeling good.
Y'all see?
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all see it. Hold on.
If you on Apple Podcasts, go to the YouTube to see that cut real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
looking
I'm
real
spinning.
fresh.
You know what I'm saying? Skin looking good.
Real shiny.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and if y'all could smell me, ooh,
Wait.
man.
All of us smell like Japanese cherry blossom.
That's for old
and
folks.
Calvin Klein and Black Ice.
Japanese.
Ain't no black guys over here this time for a great vetiver. Go check that out. Yeah, put y'all on. Hold on. Y'all know I do put you on to something new.
I want that that Gucci. I think it's Gucci or is I forgot which fragrance it was, but I saw it the other day and I smelled it and it was so good. It smelled so good. I was like, I want this if it wasn't costing so much.
Girl, I like that Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. With
That's
the
so
flower.
basic.
It smells so good though.
Have you smelled
Versace Bright Crystal is another one for the women.
Really?
Versace is nice. Have you
Okay.
smelled Angel? It's like a star.
Yeah, that's by Angel.
Our engineer has. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
girl.
It's a good one. That's by Thierry Mugler.
Yes, it smells so good. I like that one. But I also like the little oils that be in like the beauty supply store and stuff. Like, cause I
Yeah.
love pussy. Y'all know
yeah, that's
the pussy is my favorite.
Get on my nerves.
That's
the
my
name of
favorite.
it.
It's in my purse right now.
You so funny. I'm glad we ended the show on a good smell note because the people need that. Because it's not enough to be clean. You
Y'all
have
be
to add
stank.
a little- I wasn't trying to say that.
My bad.
I wasn't trying to say that.
Y'all be
It's not
stank.
enough to be clean. Put a little extra dazzle dazzle on there.
Yeah, and it's important. Yeah, important to choose who your baby father is gonna be because
What?
yeah,
That
because-
natural musk
because
carries
I
on.
ain't should be no reason your baby smelling musty. I smelled the musty baby. I said, oh nah.
Oh, musty baby. And on that note, that's the end of episode 16. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Verified Vibes on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio,
Yup.
Google Podcasts, Spotify, all that. You
Yep.
can also watch our beautiful faces on The Verified Vibes on YouTube.
Yup.
Catch us on Instagram
Yup.
at The Verified Vibes, once again.
Yup.
And catch me individually at Taji Bands.
Yep.
You can catch me on Instagram at say_go DJ.
And once again, you can catch me on all platforms at Terrence Simone. And y'all make sure y'all look out for that playlist.
Yes.
Our girl Taj comes out with a playlist for every episode that we have. So if you didn't listen to last episode's playlist for anxiety, make sure that you stay tuned and look out for this week's playlist, because we got the vibes. And if you tuned in, you already know that this vibe is verified. Ooh,
period. Like, share. I do, yeah. I do.
Y'all like that?
I do.
Y'all like that?
Say that every episode.
Every episode? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the closing.
Like, share, subscribe. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes. Period.